Hello friends, welcome again. Today we are going to be making a beautiful skirt and top for a 6-year-old girl. So I cut out from this piece of fabric. I used about 1 yard for this tutorial. I have elastic threads for the shirring part and a normal thread for sewing. Right here I have with me a piece of fabric for the front and another piece of fabric for the back side. The front part is going to be a plain face and this is what I have for it. It's 16 inches wide and 14 inches long. This is for the front part. I will not be sharing here, but this is for the back part and I'm going to be doing the sharing on this back piece. The measurement for the back piece is 30 inches wide and also 14 inches long. I'll head over to the sewing machine right now for the sewing part. So I'll start by sharing the back piece, and this is the piece that I have right here. I hemmed the both ends, that's the top and the bottom part of the piece of fabric. So I'm just going to bring out my bobbin right now and take the elastic thread and begin to wind around the bobbin. So I have a detailed explanation on how to properly wind an elastic thread around the bobbin in my previous tutorial. I may be putting the link in the description box below. Okay, so after winding this, I will now go ahead and put it inside the bobbin case. Once you put the bobbin in the bobbin case and try to drag the elastic thread and it's not moving freely, just loosen the circled knot a bit until it is free to move. Then you know that it is properly placed. Then go ahead and put it under the machine and then begin to share. So I'm going to start from the top. As you can see right here, I am going to be stretching out this fabric because it is a silk fabric. It is silky, okay? So if I don't use my hands to spread it out, it is going to fold so much that it will reduce the size I intend to have. So I will simply use my fingers to keep spreading the material and sharing. Once I get to the end, I turn to another line. I am giving about 0.5 inches space to share one after the other. Okay, so this is the same method I will continue sharing with until I get to the end of this fabric. Now you need to take your time to do this. This is not particularly a very easy thing to do, okay? You have to be patient before you can be able to share. So guys, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel at this point, you may need to take a moment to hit that subscribe button right away. Please like this video so YouTube can be able to push it to go viral. I really need your support because it means a lot to me. Please keep encouraging me so I'll keep showing up here for you guys. Thank you so much. Your support so far is really appreciated and I do not take it for granted. God bless you all. Thank you and I love you. So like I said earlier, this requires a lot of patience. Okay, you may get tired, but keep going. I am almost at the end of the sharing right here. So this is it. I have finished with the sharing of the back piece. Now for the front part, I am going to take measurement of this front length. It is actually going to have a ruffle here, which I will also extend as the sleeve. So I measured and multiplied the length by 2, which I used to cut out these ruffle sleeves right here, the ruffle design on the dress. So the length I have for the ruffle is 40 inches and it is 6 inches wide. So I am going to fold all the edges right now. the top and the bottom part and the two ends of the piece of fabric. So I have folded all the edges like I said earlier. Now I am going to go ahead to gather these pieces of fabric. I'm done making the ruffles. Now it's time to place them on the front piece. So to do that, I will fold the front piece like so. Now I am going to mark from the center. I will mark 4 inches. I will mark the 4 inches from top to down. Now on this 4 inches mark is where I will place the ruffles and stitch. So I will also turn it to the other side and measure the same 4 inches and mark. Okay, so this folding that I did here is to determine the center. All right, now I am going to place the ruffle upside like this and I'm going to stitch. Now remember that this ruffle is going to be extending as the sleeve. Okay, so when gathering, make sure that once you place it on the fabric and stitch, that you have extra 7 inches that you will pass from the front to the back piece as the sleeve. So after I am done joining this part of the ruffle, I will go ahead and join the other side. So this is it. Like I said earlier, I also have extended 7 inches, which I will now place on the back piece. Now before I go ahead to attach the sleeve to the back, I will join the sides. So if you notice, this shared part of the dress of the top is going to look shorter. Okay, so you have to just stretch it out when joining it to the front piece that was not shared. Now the front and back pieces have been joined on the side and this is what it looks like. Now I will roll the ruffle towards the back piece and place it, and I'm going to place it from the side joining on the back, and I make sure I overlap it from the edge with about 0.75 so that I'll be able to make a top stitch and it won't pull out. Okay, so I am just stretching out this area that I am placing the ruffle on the back piece and go ahead to pin it so it stays secured before I will now stitch on top of it. So I will do the same thing for the other part of the ruffle. So after pinning, I will go ahead and stitch. Please make sure you stitch this to be very secured. Okay, all right, I am done extending the ruffle to the back side and this is what it looks like. We are done with the top, so let's do the skirt. This is a fabric for the skirt. The length I cut out is 18 inches. Then I went ahead to fold the two edges of this piece of fabric. Now this is 25 inches times 2. Okay, that is like her waist circumference times 2 plus sewing allowance. That is what I used to cut out the skirt part. Now this is the ruffle part at the tip of the skirt. The wideness of this piece of fabric for the ruffle is the wideness of the skirt part multiplied by 2. That is the skirt width multiplied by 2. So I am going ahead to gather this piece so that I will place it and sew it to the tip of the skirt. Okay, so I am going ahead to place it at the bottom part of the skirt and I will stitch it from one end to the other end. I want to ask you a very simple question. Have you liked this video yet? Okay, if you have not liked, please hit the like button. Have you subscribed? If you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. A very big thank you to everyone who is supporting me. I see your comments, I see your likes. Thank you so much. So now I will go ahead and share the top part of the skirt using the same method I showed on the front piece. So for this skirt part sharing, I measured from the waistline down to 4 inches. So that is the length I used to make the sharing on the waistline. You can see how stretchy this is actually going to fit even a 10-year-old girl. So what I'll do next is to fold it and then stitch close the center back. The skirt is done now. I will turn it to the right side so you see what it looks like. Alright, so this is now very ready to be worn and sewed. You can see that it is super beautiful. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.